Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel Coffee Tea Paper. My name is Louise and we are here to do week 13 of the Look Up, Look In Meditations on Nature journal prompt. Last week we had the Big Dipper, which was really interesting because through the comments on that video it has a few different names. One was like a plow. I can't remember the exact name of it. I'll try and look it up. But the plow. And another one is because it's part of Ursa Major, which is also known as the bear. It prompted some really interesting responses to this idea of the Big Dipper, and this idea about thinking back on your ancestry or your ancestors, or the people who have gone before, who are still part of you today. Really good prompt. I must admit, I'm very much enjoying this box. Not quite so much the preemptive ones of with the natural disasters. I must say that's been a little bit of a weird, but overall I'm really enjoying them a lot. So we'll have a look and see what we've got this coming week. Oh, it's another. Oh, don't want to have a sneak peek for next week. Nearly pulled out two cards then. No. It's another sky one and another night sky one. Full moon. Don't think we're anywhere near a full moon at the moment. We have windows that face northeast. Yeah, they face northeast, and so when we get a full moon, it shines through those windows at night, and it's always so bright, and it always just sort of appears above where I have the bird's cage, and I haven't noticed it the last few nights, so I don't think we're anywhere near a full moon at the moment. Anyway, let's have a read of the card and think about what we're going to do for this prompt. Full moon. The moon is beautiful in all its phases, but seeing the moon in its full power is heart-stirring. It brightens the world in a different way than the sun, shining a spotlight on trees and buildings and people to make them look like silhouettes. The sun gets all the glory, but the moon brings a specific type of light and beauty. We benefit from its uniqueness. Today, reflect on the unique gifts you bring to the world and how you can be the fullest version of yourself by sharing them with others. Now, we had a similar one to that. Oh, the low tide one. The low tide one was about, revealing things and revealing the unique things that you bring into the world, which is kind of interesting when you think about how the moon and the tides are connected. That Mari Andrew has chosen to also kind of tie that similar reflection to these two prompts. Reflect on the unique gifts you bring to the world and how you can be the fullest version of yourself by sharing them with others. I don't know, and now I have that feeling, where it's like, well, I don't know if I do have any gifts that are unique. I feel that I'm blessed with interests that I enjoy pursuing, but I don't think that they're unique. I think I share a lot of interests and passions and with a lot of people, and that's what's interesting. And then it's also interesting to learn about things that other people enjoy doing that you yourself may not necessarily have ever thought to pursue. I have one very good friend who's an amazing singer and she participates in community choir. She's a joy to listen to, and she got me to come along to a community choir one year with her to do a performance at the end of the year, and I did that and I enjoyed it, but I enjoyed listening to her more, I have to say. It was hard work. Full moon. Ooh, I got those new rub-on stickers from MU, didn't I? I want to use those. It's not really a full moon, are they? They're just kind of images and circles. I'm just going to go and have a look through my things, and then we'll come back and start doing our journal pages together. Alright, my friends, I haven't really got very far. I did remember that I had my moon phases calendar that Days from Cafe Analog gifted me last year, and so I thought I'd find one of the full moon pages, and because I kept all the pages, they're really nice, very light paper, really nice to use in collage. So I thought I'll try and do something with that, and because I did the blue for the last couple of weeks, and the moon doesn't really, oh well, sometimes it gives off like a yellowish beigeish light, but most of the time you prefer to think of it, I guess, more as a silvery light. So I thought rather than going for like a blue palette, that I might try and bring in sort of more of a monochromatic type palette. I've got some interesting papers here. I also remembered I've got these rub-on stickers and normal stickers from one of the mystery boxes from Black Milk Project from last year, which was all about dream and reflecting on sleep and the night sky, and yeah, so I thought that might be nice to use some elements of that, because that kind of leans into that monochromatic color scheme as well. Look, part of me kind of thought, ooh, I could go back and do another like watercolor circle for the full moon and really try and get some interesting colors and bleeding of colors. And I thought, no, it's too similar to last week, right? We have to, just because we're enjoying something doesn't mean we have to get obsessed about it. Vellum. So yeah, so that's kind of where I'm thinking at the moment. I'm finding that a bit distracting, so I might put that card on the text side so I can sort of reflect on that. And yeah, I'm thinking, because one of the things that picked up there was this idea of making things look like silhouettes created by moonlight. So I think that's also leans into that more of a monochromatic theme. We'll see. We'll see how we go. At some point, I will probably be tempted to pop in some sort of colour. I do have a moon stamp as well in my lovely little MU stamp holder from Ali here. I do have this moon stamp. So I'm just wondering though, like, how many full moons do I need on a page? I could do something like overlap it. Just maybe. Not sure. Anyway, I'll put on some music. We'll find something suitably atmospheric from Thematic, and let's get working on our pages together. Now, if you hear some funny noise in the background, we're still doing a bit of a cleanup after Alfred came to visit, and so my husband's power washing the tiles, because there's just, you know, after all the rain we had, there's just been an explosion of like stuff growing on the tiles, and it gets a bit slippery. So if there's this kind of funny noise, I'll do my best. Hopefully it's not coming through. I'll talk to you on the other side. Wow, I've made a big mess on my desk. I'm going to finish up there. I have, yeah, we all knew it was going to happen. It was never going to be a true monochromatic spread, was it? I know. I try, but I found this sticker which had "Life is short, love yourself more," and I thought to myself, I'm kind of struggling with this idea that I have unique gifts. This quote then sort of reminded me that, you know, maybe that bit of self-doubt, that you know, that feeling that, oh yeah, I don't really have unique gifts, that reminded me that, you know, if you don't champion yourself, no one else is going to do it for you. So it is a good reminder, right? So I thought that kind of worked in well with this idea of trying to reflect on what is the fullest version of you, what are your unique gifts, and you do have them. We all have our own unique gifts. Then, of course, when I use that, I have to then bring in some extra little bits of these beautiful pinks and purples, which of course reminds me of a sunset, and the sunset is kind of like the opening act for the moon, isn't it? It's the herald, it's the herald of the evening. It announces that night is about to be upon us, and then the stars light up the sky, announcing the arrival of the moon. So I popped in a few little bit of extra colors, and I had to put this reflective girl in there as well. I think it's quite a subtle spread. You can disagree with me. It's no problem. But yeah, I really enjoy it. And of course, I'm not going to bring in a bright yellow border on my page and ruin that whole effect. So I've just gone with a very light grey, and because I've been working on those sort of abstract watercolor things and getting in there with the different markers and things, I thought it would be fun to put some extra gold splatters and some lines and things just to hark back to this really interesting piece of paper. I just love this. This is now my only piece that I have of it, so I'll be putting that somewhere special. A lot of Black Milk Project, a lot of MU appeared in here today, some interesting papers, and of course grid washi. Can't go wrong with grid washi and interesting papers, in my opinion. I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. As always, I love reading your comments, and have a wonderful weekend. Bye.